Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife.
Marie.
And you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, Brendel, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Stephen Larson, available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, the little notify bell next to it if you're watching us on YouTube. And of course, if you're listening to us in the audio realm, give CastBox a try. It's a fantastic podcast app, one of our favorites. And while you're at it, if you download CastBox for free on iOS or Android, why don't you hit up Going In Raw? Just do a simple search for Going In Raw and then hit subscribe. And that's where you can find us. And believe it or not, it actually helps us quite a bit if you subscribe to Going In Raw on CastBox.
Yes, please.
Give it a shot. We are back from our all-in star cast weekend, Larson.
Yeah.
The vlog is going up this Friday. Ooh. We'll get into that really quick. We have some programming notes.
Yes.
You are going on sort of a vacation.
Well, we both have a thing to go to Friday late afternoon.
Yes, correct. It's a wedding.
A wedding, yes. And since my wife and I haven't had a vacation this year, we probably won't. We're just going to take that opportunity to spend the entire weekend there, leaving Thursday pretty much as soon as we finish NXT 205 Live recap.
When are you coming back? Are you back on Monday?
Yeah, I'll be back on Monday.
Okay, cool. Right.
Coming back on Sunday.
So some minor changes this weekend. I'll probably just be doing the
Friday news show.
The Friday, no, I'm just going to put up the vlog on Friday.
All right.
Because we're leaving at like probably 11-ish on Friday.
Yeah.
Anyways, because like the wedding's at like 4:30.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday, I will be doing that show solo. I'm going to do that late Thursday night and get it up on Saturday.
Oh, the 10 things you should know. So
yeah.
that'll replace the Friday news show pretty much.
It'll just be on Saturday.
No, I know, but I mean like the news, end of week news will be on that show rather than the Friday news show.
Yeah, I'll just talk about that there. So I'll do that like Thursday night, maybe for an audience, maybe not. I don't know. I'll see if anybody's down. I'll probably just do that from my house. So I'll bring the set from Starcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
People who couldn't see the backdrops, they can take a look at them. They look
Yeah.
good.
So the vlog will go up then, and then the following week, things are completely back to normal. So
yes.
For the foreseeable future.
It's just a very busy couple of weeks for us here.
Yeah.
But next week, everything back to normal.
And it wouldn't be, so the people who are watching this on VOD didn't see it, but the people who are watching the live stream, I don't appreciate you making fun of me. Us. There was a botch there. Did you even notice like the nature of the botch?
Well, I did. Well, I noticed it was a freeze frame.
But beyond that, what happened? You weren't paying attention.
No.
I took off the, while it was on the freeze frame, instead of just dragging this over and removing that, it was on us for like a second.
Oh.
Milling about. That's all we do, man. We just mill about.
And it was a crazy busy weekend at Starcast and All In. Before we get started on the Raw Cap, I just want to give a shout out to a lot of people. First, Conrad and the entire team over at Starcast put on an awesome event.
Oh, man, for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic time at the Starcast convention. Met a lot of great friendos. So second, thank you everybody who came by, said hi, shook hands, gave Steve 2 sweets, took pictures. It was great meeting everyone. Absolute blast. And then also we got to thank Cody, Matt, and Nick Jackson for putting on one hell of a show Saturday night for All In. It's one of the best weekends I can think of in terms of professionally speaking. One of the best weekends of my entire life.
Personally and professionally.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, no, I agree. We got to meet.
Oh, and then Sunday night we did a friendo meetup at Buffalo Wild Wings. That was awesome too. Everybody was awesome. So nice.
It was fantastic. We could, this is a Raw review. We're going to get to Raw in moments, but we could do an entire episode just on our Starcast experience. The vlog is going to be that.
Yeah.
Because so much of the energy is captured in the vlog, I think.
Yes.
Of course, for better or worse, Adam Mayhem stopped by.
Oh, better.
And he was at our table. There are some changes to the H Championship that really need to be discussed because I did not approve that stuff.
I don't think there's any going back. So what is there really to discuss?
Oh, I'm sure the sticker can come off.
What is there really discussed, though? You know,
Taking the
every
sticker off.
great champion has a custom title.
Yeah.
Adam Mayhem's no different.
It was a very encouraging weekend, though.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
As you said, we can go on for an entire hour probably recapping the experience, saying how awesome it was, thanking people by name.
There's one. So there was like a ton. There was like a ton of friendo stories, people that we met. This is Michael Carlson. I'm just going to show this. I mean, there's a million stuff. Most of it's in the vlog coming up on Friday. But I want to show this picture here really quick. We met a friendo named Michael Carlson, just a real lovely human being, great guy.
Yeah.
Really cool. And he happened to mention that he works at the Hot Topic at Mall of America.
Yeah.
Now, Larson, what historical event in wrestling history took place at Mall of America?
Lex Luger got lost there.
That's
And
right.
stumbled upon an episode of WCW Monday Nitro and decided to work for WCW again.
Exactly. And when he told me that he worked at the Mall of America, I said, hey, Michael, can you please find the location where Lex Luger was standing and take a picture of it?
Yes.
So sure enough, last night,
this is
Michael
incredible.
sent me this.
This is awesome.
And, it's not going to let me do that.
Of course not.
Hold
It's
on
not
one
going to let you do
second.
that.
And this is absolutely amazing. So he went and he took a picture where Lex Luger was standing, and at some point I can get it out here. Let's see here, 8, 4, 1, 3. Here it is. All right. Let's see if I can bump this thing up.
It just showed up automatically.
So there he is. There's Lex Luger. Now, I mean, obviously, there's not throngs of people there to happen to watch Nitro. But according to him, that is the location of Lex Luger there.
That's very cool.
In the Mall of America. So
Thank you so much, Michael Carlson. It was great meeting you.
Thank you very much. That is awesome. But that was just one of the many. Oh, and then there's this. So you guys can't really see this all that well. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, depending on what you're watching. But this piece of artwork here, I'm going to take this down real quick. I'll put it back up for tomorrow's show. But what was the name? Lucio? I think maybe Lucio brought this over to us. He said he spent weeks on it. This is amazing.
It's fantastic.
So like we don't really do fun WCW anymore, but for those of you guys who've been watching a while, you know who Top Notch is, and of course who Mecha Santa is.
Yes.
He did this interdimension tension piece of artwork.
It's incredible.
That is, look at that. That's a good shot right there.
If that piece of art alone is not a reason to reignite the feud between Top Notch and Mecha Santa, I don't know what it is.
This piece of art, I mean,
that might be the catalyst to something.
It really might be. So thank you very much. That is absolutely stunning. Again, there's going to be a lot more in the vlog, and we'll probably be talking about it a little bit more throughout the week.
Yes.
Let's talk about Raw in a nutshell. Then we'll get to some super chats.
Yeah, sounds good.
So
it was all right.
I told you that's your nutshell every week. It was all right.
It was all right.
There was good and there was bad. There was a lot of weird. There was like a lot of weird. I can think 3 things off the top of my head that were just weird.
Well, there's Drake Maverick coming out in
number 1.
In
There was
AOP
that.
gear, which was odd.
Yeah. There was Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Which is, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then there was the end, which was just weird. I'm not sure that I didn't like it.
There was Owens coming out of retirement or deciding not to quit.
Didn't he just quit?
He quit last week.
Here's what Raw felt like last night, because I'm not going to dump on it.
No, there was some good
There was some stuff that I
good
liked.
segments, yeah.
Here's what Raw felt like last night. It felt like they decided last week after the show. It feels like they made definitive plans for going forward.
Yeah.
Like within the past 5 days. You know what I mean? It felt like they were kind of going in one direction. Maybe they didn't exactly know where they were going to go with the tag titles. Maybe they didn't know exactly where they wanted to go with Braun. Maybe they saw last week's episode and inspiration. Maybe this. Maybe Vince McMahon saw All In and was as inspired as you and I were by All In and StarCast. And he was like, oh, man, I just came up with 8 great ideas to go forward with Raw.
That could be it.
And they put pieces in place this week very quickly because look at they have a direction for Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, and at least they have a team.
Yeah,
they're a team now.
I know.
We got new tag champions.
Braun is firmly with those guys, and he's firmly heel, even though the crowd is going to like him no matter what, which I'm okay with.
Because he's great.
They decided not to do whatever they were going to do with Kevin Owens, and instead they just brought him right back.
Yeah.
And they're going to have him and Lashley.
Here's a weird thing for me. In the beginning, when they emptied the locker room at Baron Corbin's behest, who was amongst those who came out? Finn Balor. Why would Finn come out to the ring to be involved in that? Because Baron asked him to.
Baron's the acting GM, man.
Who cares? He's in a feud with that guy. You don't come out and follow his orders.
Listen.
That bugged me. That
I know.
really bugged me.
It's been a little while
Really
since you or I have had to deal with HR or bosses or paychecks that have to be cut on time.
All right.
But do you want to go against the grain for the guy who could jack with your direct deposit?
Hold on.
He already talks about a lot of paperwork. He's like, hey, I saw your direct deposit info and I changed a couple of the numbers because you didn't go out there. He'd do that shit.
So here's the opening segment where all that happens. There's a brief backstage bit, a match, and then the fourth segment of the show is Finn Balor talking to Baron Corbin saying, I want a match. It just bothered me. Like, if they're going to have that segment, because it just instantly reminds me, oh, yeah, these guys are in a feud. Then Finn was right out there trying to break up a fight because Baron asked him to. Doesn't make any sense. If you're going to have that segment between Baron and Finn, push it down later in the show so I forget about that in the beginning.
Yeah. There was so much going on. I didn't even think about that. I mean, that's a good point.
As soon as I saw Finn run out, I was like, why is he out there? Why is he out there?
You know what I did like, though?
What?
Drew Gulak came out at the end.
That was great. We'll get to it.
Bring
'Cause I told you
Orangevale.
the idea I had for.
What did we didn't talk at all about, and I didn't even see this until I saw it on I don't know, one of the dirt sheets or something. Triple H talking about 205 Live joining NXT.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that.
All right, we'll take a look at that because apparently he said sometime down the line it'd be cool if they would integrate 205 with NXT.
I wonder if that's because SmackDown's going to Fridays.
Maybe that's what they were talking about because
from a production aspect.
I think it was in the conversation of NXT possibly going to Fox Sports 1, and he was saying, yeah, there's a lot up in the air right now.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll take a closer look at that down the line.
Interesting.
But anyways, first let's do some super chats and we'll get into the actual breakdown
Daniel
of the show.
Morris.
Actual break. Oh, I forgot. And we got is HBK coming out of retirement? I think he might.
Yeah, there might be one more match.
He might have another match
One
with
more match.
AJ Styles.
One more match. Daniel Morris. Hey, friendos. I start paramedic class tonight for Tuesdays and Thursdays for the next 2 years.
Oh.
It's up to you to keep it real and up to date on SmackDown Live.
He's going to save lives.
Yeah.
Wow, he's great. He's going to save them from powers of darkness.
Yes, Kyle
Or
Mushigan.
choking on food.
Never been so confused yet intrigued by WWE ever.
It can be confusing, and it is kind of intriguing.
It's kind of a
Braun's promo last night to kick off the show was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Chilluminati baby. What's up, friend? I just want to say hello and keep up the great work. Since it's my birthday today, could the Undertaker wish me a happy birthday? I want to send out a very special birthday wish to the Chilluminati baby. It's his birthday, and he's going to celebrate with perhaps a pizza party and some cake. I love sugar. Happy birthday, Chilluminati baby.
Good job. I am Patty Jack. Just donated $1. Thank you very
Your
much.
boy Will, $5. It was great meeting you guys at StarCast. All In was an amazing show. Also, good luck with the classes, Daniel. Oh, look, one super chat's congratulating
Yeah,
another guy.
that's awesome. Our community is the best.
Trey Saunders. I was at Raw last night. 8 o'clock. Dude, I can't get enough of Trey Saunders running down his intake and his
I've never heard this phrase before in my life.
Ate
But
a quarter's worth of dank butter edibles prior. I felt so real when that HBK and Taker music hit. Shit was too many awesome.
that's awesome.
That is with dank butter edibles.
Never heard of that before.
You never heard of butter? Neither have I.
Never heard that. I am Patty Jack. Scrambled eggs or omelet?
These days, I'm all about the omelet.
You're all in on the omelet.
You know why? You can put stuff in it. Scrambled eggs, you can, but then it becomes just a.
It's a scramble then.
Yeah, it's just a
It
scramble.
doesn't hold
then.
its constitution at all.
Yeah.
It's all like chopped up. I prefer fried eggs. A little bit of butter, put the egg in there, sunny side up, or just slightly over easy. That's my preference.
That's heart health, man. Joe Juarez, what a week in wrestling it's been. N. Combs, 1986. Hey, friendos, I watched All In at home on Saturday, and they put on an amazing show. $40. Well spent.
Yep, Mr. Blue 7. Is it bad that Raw just bores me so much? I try to get into it with a fun attitude, but it's brutal for me to watch it. SmackDown, NXT for life.
Hey, man, save that 3. Look, there's a lot of good wrestling out there.
Yep.
If that 3 hours is taken away from another 3 hours, you could be doing something else, then by all means do it.
something else.
I mean, that's a good way to show WWE, hey, you're boring me.
Yeah.
Why watch it if you don't enjoy
Yes,
it?
exactly.
Fear and Loathing NYC, friendos, high as F, and can we just call the new Rude Gable team Losers Locker Room?
Whoa.
Also, it was a conversation like telling Bobby Roode about the team. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then Beefy45, hey, from Isaac and Nick, your friendos at the 3 Count Podcast. Be sure to check out the 3 Count Podcast,
Yeah.
everybody. It's great stuff.
Undisputed Shin Kicker.
They're local.
Was awesome seeing you guys at All In. With the success of the show, could you see Double or Nothing and sell out a 20,000 seat arena if done next year?
That's a tall task.
They did talk about that on the Jericho podcast. They don't want to just replicate it. They want to one up themselves.
Yeah, well.
But I don't know how many venues of that size would be available to them. You know, like the Staples Center, I think, approaches it, but Cody said they have a deal with WWE. I mean, Madison Square Garden could approach that.
Yeah, the newer venues, they've shrunk a little bit because they get more bang for their buck with the...
they want to make them feel more intimate.
The what are they called? Sponsor suites.
Yeah.
The luxury suites.
Yeah.
So they'd have to go after a venue like for example, out here, they're not going to do it in Sacramento, but for an example, the older venue, Arco, holds, I think, 17.5 or 18.
Oh, really?
I don't know for a wrestling show what it is, but I know for like the Kings it was like 17 something, and then Golden One's a little bit less, and it's like 16.
But it's got a lot more luxury suites.
Right, exactly, yeah. So it's not like they're making. So if they were going to go to L.A., I'm sure. What's the Forum in L.A.?
I think that's relatively small.
Is it really? Okay, yeah. So
I've only been there once though, but it it only has one deck. It doesn't have 2 decks.
Oh, okay. So it seems like it'd just be kind of like a matter of finding a city and the proper venue for that.
And they mentioned the Forum on that podcast too.
I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Trey Saunders, I'll take this one, Steve. That Bremo match sucked major nuts watching it live. She almost botched herself to death.
All right, we'll read the rest
Later,
after,
yes.
a little bit later. First, let's go ahead and get into Raw. There you go. Braun, Dolph, and Drew came strutting out with a head full of steam. And, acting like they're the cock of the walk.
Yeah, man.
I thought they looked great as a team.
Yeah.
I really do. So they cut a promo saying, hey, Roman. Braun, and they did a really great close-up on Braun. He was looking right into the camera for a bunch of it. He tried to run down the crowd a little bit, but the crowd was all about get these hands.
Yeah.
So that was good. And he essentially gave a little bit of motivation. He said, you know damn well, Roman, and these are all good points, even though Roman had good points last week when Roman said, you know, you've never won like the big one. Like you lost against Brock. You've never been able to pick up the big title. And so Braun coming out and saying,
hold on. Braun won the Greatest Royal Rumble. That was a pretty major title.
whatever happened to that green belt they gave him?
I don't know.
Where do you that's got to be like, he's got to have a case, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's on his mantle or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Or is it just like sort of under his bed?
He has it in storage.
It could be. So anyways, Braun says, hey, Roman, you said, you know deep down that you can't beat me, and then I'll take that title from you at Hell in a Cell. That's why you had your boys come out and attack me. He said, that's what I call real justice. He runs down the crowd. I forget exactly what he said. But that brings out, then Drew talks a little bit, and then Dolph talks a little bit, and then that brings out the Shield.
You know,
Drew said, look at us. We look great.
Braun's rationale, I understand it. It makes sense. I don't know.
No, you mentioned this off camera. It's a valid point. What is it?
I'm just not that into it. I think compared to how they had booked Braun previously, where he alone could basically do anything and destroy anything, save for Brock, and that was one match. That all of a sudden that he decides, I'm going to have someone have my back. I don't know. I think if it makes them look weaker than previous, and as I mentioned last week, I think they're just doing all of this. They take arguably the number 2 guy on Raw, most over guy on Raw, turn him heel, and I worry it's not so much to build him up, but to help put Reigns over in the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's a valid concern. I'm just sort of going with it.
Like, they
look great. I don't know. Do you think? Let me ask you something. Are they going to get a faction name?
Probably not.
Probably not.
'Cause I don't think they're sticking around long enough.
Oh, really? You think after like Hell in a Cell, it's going to be done with?
I think they'll be done by the end of the year.
Okay. All right. Well, Some factions have lasted less than that.
No, I know.
I don't know. I thought that looked really good. I think my bigger concern is actually less about Braun, because I actually appreciate how this adds a bit of dimension to Braun. I feel like it does. We've seen a lot of Braun just being destructive. Now this is something different, putting him with a couple of guys who, as we saw, because they won the tag titles, it sort of juices them up a little bit.
Oh, and I think that's great. I think it's awesome giving Dolph and Drew the tag belts.
More importantly, too, and also I told you this off camera. Look, I'm still 90% sure that Roman's gonna retain the title at Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, but the way they booked tonight's show,
It was 99. It was 99% last week.
Thought in your mind that Braun may have a chance. It was Dolph and Drew winning those tag titles.
What if they open this thing up? What if AJ all of a sudden becomes the guy who just keeps his title forever?
Yeah.
And over on Raw, they open this thing up and drop it to Braun. He's a big bad heel. His buddies just won the tag titles.
Yeah.
Make Roman chase it, again.
Yeah.
After just having won. Stone Cold's first reign after he won it at 14. How long was that?
Pretty short.
It was pretty short. Didn't Kane take it off?
Yeah, it was off him by the following SummerSlam. It was like a double pin situation.
Wasn't it like? Yeah, it was like 3 months, wasn't it?
Something like that.
If that.
It's a double pin, and that's why they had to have that tournament to.
That's right. So I don't know. I'm willing to take a look at it. We've had a lot of Braun just being big destructive guy. This is at least something different. And hey, as we saw, the crowd doesn't really care if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I mean, Braun kind of like when Braun does his evil laugh thing, when he's reveling in the carnage. I mean, that's one good thing. When he's reveling in carnage, as we saw at the end of last night, it was kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like Braun's the evil giant monster mastermind behind all this. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
kind of dig that. Even if some of it didn't make.
But I
like
think he could have done that without starting his own faction. He could have been evil mastermind.
So after that,
so the Shield comes out. They all brawl. Corbin sends like half the locker room to the ring. Shield fends them off. More wrestlers, including Finn, for some reason, come out. They get beat up too. Now the entire locker room is in the ring trying to separate the Shield from Braun, Drew, and Dolph. In the end, Team Braun leaves. Shield gives chase.
Yeah.
Gives chase. Sorry.
Give case.
Backstage, Corbin is having the Shield arrested. They're being put into a police van.
And it's a paddy wagon, dude. That's the paddy wagon. When you have the whole van.
Strictly for people in handcuffs be tossed it back. Yes.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, they got put in the paddy wagon. Like a Marx Brothers movie or something.
Yeah. Next, we had the Riot
Keystone
Squad.
Cops, that's what they were.
Yes, Riot Squad taking on the returning Bellas. Bree mode.
Shut up, dude.
They didn't play that song. They played Nikki's song. You can look, but you can't
I like that
touch.
song.
It's not
That's
bad.
a pretty good song.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, good for them. They're back. They're serviceable in the ring.
Yeah, they're all right.
The crowd was popping for him. So, I mean, look, on that level, I mentioned this 2 weeks ago. Look, man, this weekend has me all sorts of positive. That's one thing that a lot of people said. They like the positivity.
Oh,
so
yeah, heck yeah.
Positive. But, yeah, there were 2 botches in this match that ring rust.
Yeah, well, the first one was a mistiming deal. It was the one where Bree looked like she was supposed to go for a suicide dive, but was supposed to eat an elbow from Sarah Logan on the outside. The timing was a little bit off. So Bree was kind of sticking her upper body through the ropes for a beat before Sarah Logan hit her. The second one, Bree goes for the suicide dive and just came up short.
So, like, where's Roman? Come here, Roman. It wasn't just she came up short. It was like this. You like run, you go out, and then she went like that. And yeah, that's dangerous. Honestly, like it looks slightly better than like I could have done. Because if I would do it, I'd end up hitting my feet on like one of the ropes.
And you'd smack your face on the apron probably.
I would go like that.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
like a door swinging down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wrestling's difficult, but that's why you don't do what you probably shouldn't do. Anyways, Nikki ends up pinning Liv after Rack Attack 2.0.
Yeah, and Bree got in the ring to celebrate, so apparently she didn't get hurt.
Apparently she was fine.
Yeah.
So good for which one? Nikki's the one with the busted neck.
They had the neck issue, yeah.
Right. And then Bree left just to go have a baby?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. That's good. Anyways, like I don't. There's so many very talented people in the women's division.
I know.
That the Bellas should at this point be putting over. Like
Like
I mean,
Ember Moon.
like the people they were literally fighting
Yes.
last night.
Yes.
The Riot Squad.
Like the Riot Squad, yes.
But Ember Moon is like the one that I'm really like. They would be so stupid not to push the crap out of her.
Oh, yeah.
They would, seriously, because
Oh,
she's
yeah.
fantastic.
Next, we have Constable. Oh, sorry, he's not Constable anymore. He's acting general manager Baron Corbin backstage. Finn Balor approaches, says, I want a rematch against you.
Mm-hmm.
You changed the rules mid-match. Not cool. Now let's step in the ring, man on man, and see who the better man is. And Baron's like, I got too much going on right now to worry about that. But then eventually he relents, says, all right, you got 2 hours to prepare, main event tonight.
Yeah. Hey. He's talking about paperwork. It's great.
I know.
Dude, so much paperwork.
He needs an administrative assistant to help him with all that.
So,
The next-
Larson, what was the conversation? Bob Roode, get in here.
Oh, I don't think Vince had that conversation with him.
No? Well, who did?
Probably just an agent.
Really?
Yeah.
That far down the line? Michael Hayes?
Yeah.
Jamie Noble?
Probably Michael Hayes.
Road Dogg?
No, I think Road Dogg and SmackDown.
Yeah. All right. Bob Roode, get in here. What's going on, Vince?
What's going on, Vince?
Got some good news for you.
Oh, yeah?
That's good. Got some good news, but why'd you just yawn?
Sorry.
Hold on a second. No, he'd say, what was that? What just happened with your mouth?
Oh, I had a cramp in my jaw muscle.
Got great news. We're putting you in a tag team.
Excuse me?
Yeah. With Chad Gable. Oh, he's great. Wait, is that his name? Yeah, Chad Gable. He's going to be your new tag team partner. Isn't that glorious? Hey, can you say glorious for me?
Glorious.
Very good. Now get out of here. That was a conversation.
Probably.
If it was Vince. It's so funny because this is on the heels of like literally a couple weeks ago. I watched an interview with Bret Hart and I watched an interview with Kevin Nash, a shoot interview, where both of them like laughed off the idea of going back to a tag team.
Yeah.
After they had won, like in the
yeah.
specifically in WWF, they said, "Would you have ever been paired with Razor Ramon if you had stuck around?" He says, "No, I was a singles guy. It made sense because we were invading WCW for me to be put with them. But I was, you don't go back to a tag team."
That's funny because he did go back to a tag team with Shawn Michaels before he left. They were tag champs.
Yeah, but was that after? Was that during his like?
It was after his title run, I think.
Yeah, but it might have also been after he had already said, "Hey, I'm going," because I know he said there was a period of time. But yeah. So Bobby Roode is now
Former U.S. champion.
former NXT champion, is now in a tag team. And here's the thing about Bobby Roode: his glorious thing is so singular. There is a spotlight.
Yes.
It's not spotlights.
No, it's him.
It's a spotlight on him
Yes.
as he does the twirl.
Rotates on the pedestal, yes.
Yeah. And then, there's a little dude running around. Look, both of us, we're really big
Oh,
fans
Chad Gable's
of Chad
great.
Gable.
And he had a great showcase last night. He won the match for him.
But, dude, a tag team? Bobby Roode could be...
Now, if it's a tag team, again, no slight to Chad Gable because we both think he's great. He's just not on TV, and generally when he is, he's taking a pin. Imagine if this was Bob Roode and Bobby Lashley forming a tag team.
Oh, man. See? There you go. I still think that it should have been Bobby Roode with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
If they want to do that. But I kind of like your idea better.
Yeah. 'Cause then you have two
man.
guys.
Two guys who are in the exact same spot, by
Yes,
the way.
yes.
Both kind of floundering. Bobby Lashley just ain't got there yet.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode has a head start on flailing career.
Yes. Put them together.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Yeah. Damn it. Again, I'm bummed out it didn't happen. We'll have to do that for We Buck Raw.
There we go. But then, just, again, we really like Chad Gable. It just doesn't inspire...
We have to keep on qualifying it.
Yes, based on how he's been booked, it doesn't inspire a ton of confidence when you're paired up with him.
It's so
Especially when we just got to have a mini feud with Mojo Rawley.
It's so random. That's
know.
the problem.
And there's zero motivation
it's
behind
so
it.
random. You're right. There's zero motivation. You've been put in a tag team. Could that sound any more like behind the scenes? And not in a good way.
Anymore like we don't know what else to do with you.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. We don't know what to do with you, so we're going to put you guys together to
Yeah.
get him on TV.
Yeah.
Now, the upside to this is there's two things here. There's one bad and one good. I'll start with the bad. Is this an early indication
of what we're looking at with the WWE signing so many people. It is. Because they've got 5 hours of TV. SmackDown has right now 4 feuds that are outstanding, by the way.
Yeah.
Raw has a lot going on. And on top of that, dude, one of the feuds on Raw involves 6 big stars. The Shield, who all 3 of them, and then Braun, Drew, who could be huge, and then Dolph, who's a main player.
Yeah.
So that's one feud that's already going on, taking up a lot of people.
Yes.
And they still don't have the time for all their talent.
I know.
And then they end up in situations like that. That's terrible.
I know.
Now, the upside of this is Bob Roode is great.
Yeah.
Chad Gable's great.
Yeah.
If
Hopefully
they-
they'll get on TV a bit more.
If they find a way to be a cohesive thematic unit, this could be good. This could be good. But shit, I like what you said better.
And the motivation's there. It's like we came to WWE and we try to make an impact, but it just hasn't happened yet. Let's join forces and create an impact together.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-minute
And
segment.
they just keep on saying impact, and they say
Exactly.
They use the initials TNA a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They could sit in their tag team will be Glorious Impact.
Oh, that's kind of like that.
Anyways, we got our first match.
You gotta write this shit down, man. This is all
Oh, it's
prime
all- this is
stuff.
all up here, man.
All right, I hope so.
Bob Roode and Chad Gable versus the Ascension. The Ascension dropped a promo. I didn't even pay attention to it because I knew it was nonsense and they were going to lose.
No, dude, Rick, wasn't it Victor?
Victor, yeah.
Victor?
Yeah.
I think his name is Rick Victor.
Yeah, I think so.
Why the fuck do I know that? Because that's when he debuted as Rick Victor on NXT. Because
Yeah,
I
I know.
watched that shit. Anyways, Rick Victor came out and he said he was keeping it real. He said the guys who haven't been on TV in forever, something like
Yeah.
that.
Like he's one to talk.
I know. He was like, "Hey, at least we're on TV. We might get squashed, but at least I was on TV last week."
This actually wasn't a squash match. It was relatively competitive.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. At one point, and I had to have our lovely friendos in the Discord here, which, by the way, if you're a $1 and up patron, you can get access to our Discord. I put the link in there today. Had to remind me. Apparently, it was Gable that there was. Renee Young on commentary again last
Yes,
night.
fantastic.
Haven't heard whether or not that's like a permanent thing. Was there a reason behind
They
it? Do we
said
know,
Coachman had another obligation. That's all they said.
Hey, all the obligations you
Yeah,
want.
keep your Mondays booked, Coach.
Exactly. But at one point, Corey Graves is talking, I think, about Chad Gable. That's what Discord said. And he called him a sports person. He just sort of threw it out there, and both Michael Cole and Renee Young laughed at him. And then a couple beats later, Michael Cole said, Victor from the Ascension just tossed the sports person at the corner. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff they used to get with, like, Booker T.
Yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
would have given Corey Graves, I miss Booker T. He's
Oh, me too.
Anyways,
Yeah, Booker T's the best.
so, of course, this new pairing of Roode and Gable went over. Chad Gable got the pin on Rick Victor after
That rolling German suplex, which is spectacular.
Yeah, I love that shit.
So
great.
good.
After that, we had Elias backstage.
He was just chewing out some stagehand.
That's sort of his thing now.
Yeah, he comes to the ring. He sings a brief little tune, drops a promo.
Oh man, that crowd was—they were eating him alive with that promo.
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
He knew how
Well,
to get it.
if you're in Columbus, Ohio, you start talking trash about Ohio State, you're going to get heat.
Oh yeah.
He said, "What's a Buckeye?" That's the worst mascot. And he said, "I like mascots like Wolverines," which of course is Michigan, which is Ohio State's top rival.
Exactly. That whole crowd was
Just
about
heat.
to riot.
And then Alexa Bliss
Hey,
comes. What?
By the way, shout out to that crowd. They were into it from front to end.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
really good.
Yeah. Alexa Bliss comes down. She is from Columbus. And
She
at
said
first,
she graduated in that arena.
yeah, at first it seemed like she was trying to defend the city of Columbus, and then she turned around like she often does, and says, "No." She compared him to zombies because of the chant OHIO.
She got him to do that chant.
And then she said, "You're all zombies."
She said, "See all these zombies out here
Yep.
doing the thing." She made a couple intonations about wanting to
Walk with Elias.
walk with Elias, which I'm not sure if she realizes, but I'm pretty sure that's an innuendo for doing sex. So either she has a thing for him, or she just doesn't understand the innuendo. Either way, I think it's great. Live sex show would be top in my book.
Anything that might have happened was interrupted by Ronda Rousey and Natalya. They walked down because Natalya had a match against Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
and it was all right.
It was fine. Again, they have a lot of people in this one feud.
Yeah,
And they
somehow even Elias is wrapped up in it.
hey, you gotta appreciate Elias. This dude went straight from, like, guy who might have been challenging for Intercontinental to just straight up celebrity guy.
Pretty much.
He's just sort of special event guy.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah. So Bliss hit her usual finisher, DDT, and then slapped an armbar on Natalya. Mm-hmm. And then Natalya eventually tapped out.
Of course, the armbar.
That's what Ronda Rousey does.
Because Ronda Rousey does that. Do you think their match at Hell in a Cell, that's where they're fighting, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to be any more competitive than their last one?
I think it's going to be overbooked because I think there'll be interference all over the place.
You're probably right about that.
But I think Ronda's going to find a way to retain, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a brawl. Alexa gives Ronda a shot block, tries to get the upper hand. Ronda uses her fists to fend her off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After that, Baron was backstage telling the production assistant to clean his Rolex.
Hey,
This is dirty. I told you to clean this.
I need tell time. I'm acting gum.
I'm acting
So I
gum.
need to know
Gum
what
needs to
time
know what
things
time it is.
happen.
This show ends on the dot after 11 every night.
On the dot after a round between 11:05 and 11:13 every night. Exactly on the dot.
Team Braun walks in. They say, we want competition.
Oh, we want competition.
And Baron says, like what? And Dolph and Drew said, well, Seth isn't here. So we're going to shout out the Raw Tag Team titles. And Baron says, well, can't help you there.
That's Revival.
B Team's already booked against Revival.
Yeah.
And then Dolph says, well, maybe something will happen to Revival. And then Baron says, well, something happens to him, then we'll have to find new opponents for B Team.
Okay.
And then they said, all right. Maybe something will happen to Revival.
Again, it felt like last week, or sometime between last week and this week, they were kind of like, oh, where are we going to go with these tag titles? We don't really know. Maybe we'll put them on the Revival. And then,
Listen, a great idea. Put the tag titles on Drew and Dolph. And make them a real faction with Braun. Great idea, do it.
okay, how are we going to, isn't that going to come off as random?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah. Random's great.
Here's the thing, though. Hopefully this means at some point we'll get Drew and Dolph versus the Revival, and I think that'd be a very good match.
Revival, they're back to being what they were, dude. Same with the B Team.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is going to be one of those deals like, those tag titles are going to be held up because of this.
Yep.
And, it's going to end up being, who's the IC? Is it Seth still the IC champion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be him and Dean going after those now.
Probably.
Those tag titles, they've been elevated to the main event scene, probably for the worse.
Yeah.
For
the detriment of the rest of the tag division. I know.
Exactly. That's probably going to be for a while until the new tag team of Bobby Roode and Bob Lashley.
Yeah.
They're both Bobs.
Yeah.
The two Bobs.
No, glorious
the new B team.
Glorious Impact.
The glorious B team.
Glorious Impact. Anyways,
Glorious.
as it would happen, Revival had an interview segment next. They were attacked viciously by Drew and Dolph, running them out of their tag team match.
Drew took out a shotgun and shot Scott Dawson,
Wilder.
Dawson.
When he threw him against that crate or whatever it was.
Still not sure which one's which. After that, the Authors of Pain. Is that when we saw?
No. Next was B Team versus Dolph and Drew.
Oh yeah, Dolph and Drew won
the tag titles.
Tag champions.
It was a good match.
Yeah, it was fine. B Team, go, go, go.
Still a terrible
B
song.
B Team. No.
Drew pins Curtis Axel after their finisher, the Claymore zigzag combo. Got new tag champions. Very exciting.
Yeah, I love them. Look, we say to the detriment of the Raw tag division, which was crap anyways.
Yeah.
Look, I like the Revival. I think they're great.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
But they have treated the Raw tag division like a cartoon show. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Drew McIntyre more than maybe even my own family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's got gold of some sort now. Steve is happy.
Yeah.
Authors of Pain versus Keith Thompson and Jimmy James. Now, prior to this, right, we saw
a shot backstage of Authors of Pain flanking their new manager, Drake Maverick, who was in Authors of Pain gear. He even has a little name tag on his vest.
Oh, I thought it was a 12-year-old child in an Authors of Pain. I thought they were Halloween's coming up. I thought they were advertising WWE's new line of
Not
children's
what it was.
costume.
Nope, that was Drake Maverick, man.
Dude. A freaking what? Like, why do they do that?
I know. There's several things that need to be discussed beyond just why they put him in Authors of Pain gear. He looked much more awesome in just like a black suit.
Just take what Paul Ellering
Yes,
had.
take that template. He knew
Shrink
the
it-
algorithm.
Shrink it by like 50%.
He knew the algorithm.
Yeah.
Just use that algorithm.
I know, man.
Here's another thing.
Okay.
On 205 Live, he's a reasonable face GM.
Yes.
Authors of Pain, last I checked, were a heel tag team.
Well,
There's a bit of a disconnect there.
They're mean. They're dominant. They're mean.
They don't cheat,
They don't cheat.
but they have been known to go overboard and beating people up,
I feel like
which can be a hallmark of a heel.
here's the thing about the Authors of Pain. I kind of agree with you. I feel like on sight of seeing Drake Maverick, they would have put him in a garbage can
Yeah.
because he's kind of he is like the poster boy for a dude who should be put in a garbage can by bullies, and they're very much bullies.
Yeah, they are bullies.
right? Like Purple Nurple, the Atomic Wedgie.
Wet Willie.
Like he should be walking between them with his underwear like on his
Yes,
head.
yes.
You know,
And then right in his ear.
they both do that.
Yeah.
While speaking whatever they speak.
This is what I thought I had because we saw in the end. I'll skip ahead because it ties in with all this. We saw Drew Gulak on Raw, which was very exciting.
That's great.
He took part in the beatdown of the Shield at the end of the show.
Right.
And who was he? He and Authors of Pain were beating up Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Why not put Drew Gulak with Authors of Pain? Put him in a suit,
Mm-hmm.
like he wears on 205 Live. He can come out and do the promos for him,
Yeah.
and you can have 6-man tag matches with him involved, and you could tie in his catchphrase for 205 Live. He's on Raw to make a better tag division.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I think that'd have been awesome.
I like that. That could be cool.
And then it's all aligned in terms of heel across brands. That I think that'd been perfect.
Yeah, no,
and it gets
I like
Raw,
that
and it
idea.
gets Drew Gulak on Raw.
Again, write that down.
It's all up here.
We got to make sure.
It's not going
I'm
anywhere.
Sure you're getting old.
Glorious Impact.
Yeah. Glorious impact. That is good. We get it. We got to start. We got to get back on that. We book Raw.
Yeah. Next week we will.
Okay. Cool.
So, anyways, Authors of Pain with their new manager. He dropped a brief promo saying, "Hi, I'm the general manager of 205 Live. I'm also the manager of the Authors of Pain," and that was it.
he said, "I'm going to make them the new Raw Tag Champions."
Yeah.
He said that.
Well, he doesn't have the authority. He's not general manager of Raw. He can't just do that.
He can't just vacate those titles.
No.
So we've got two new. Well, we got one new tag team. We got a new angle on a tag team.
Yeah,
existing
the
tag team.
pre-existing tag team.
So maybe the Drew Dolph thing, maybe it won't end up with the Shield. Maybe it'll be a short-lived thing. I just kind of feel like we're gonna get. I don't know, man. Part of me thinks Braun might. No, he's not gonna do that. There's no way they're gonna have Braun go over at Hell in a Cell.
It'd be very surprising.
It would be very surprising. Sometimes I like to do surprising things, just not cool surprising things.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Anyways, Authors of Pain took on Keith Thompson and Jimmy James. Beat them with ease. Beat them with a super collider, not even their finisher.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Signature maneuver.
Yes.
After that, we had Natalia and Ronda backstage, and then the Bellas showed up.
And they said, Ronda, we think you're the best women's champion ever. In fact, your arrival in WWE inspired us to return as well. And if you need any help with anything, a training partner, someone to help you run your businesses, that's what Nikki said, just let us know.
Your businesses.
And
that
Ronda's
was
like, great, thanks. Well,
awesome. You're good people.
Natalia's been a great training partner, but we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Just, I would suggest this to Ronda Rousey. Don't take advice on how to do a suicide dive from Brie Bella because she don't know how to do it. Like, how are you married to Daniel Bryan? You don't know how to do a suicide dive.
Well, like she physically knew how to do it. It just wasn't executed well.
Well, I know how to do it. I mean, I can do it.
Yeah.
Knowing how to do it means actually being able to execute it.
Well, no, knowing how to do it is knowing the necessary steps to attempt to do it. But there's a lot of variables in place
Sorry,
that can cause you to not
I
execute
would
it
assume
correctly.
you would understand. My general idea is how can she not properly execute one when you're married to Daniel Bryan? I would think you'd be able to do that. Evidently not.
I don't know.
There you go. Next up, doom. I think I'm cute.
I know I'm sexy.
I'm sexy. I like sex to have with all people. HBK comes out.
Yeah.
Very exciting. The Heartbreak Kid has returned. People go crazy for him. They love Shawn Michaels.
He's there to promote Super Showdown, the match between Triple H and Undertaker.
Y'all like my Trent shirt?
That's a good shirt.
It's a piece of bread.
You bought it from Trent himself.
I did buy it from. I showed him the picture of me next to him
That he took from you.
I think he thought I was razzing him because I said, yeah, you took this from my Instagram and you told us that you weren't going to credit us, and then you didn't credit.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, really? I always credit people. I'm like, well, you said you weren't going to, and you lived up to it. I said, I don't care. Our
No,
audience thought it was
we
hilarious.
made a point of saying we thought it was funny.
We thought it was hilarious. Exactly. Good guy.
But even by him posting on that picture saying I'm taking this and not crediting you is kind of acknowledging that you took the picture.
I know, exactly.
In its own way, it is credit.
It is, and everybody like on his Instagram was like, oh my god, look at Steve.
Yeah.
You know. So, anyways,
Back to this bit.
HBK comes out.
Yeah.
And he says he thinks Triple H is going to win.
Yeah.
He said even my old running buddy, my friend from Texas, Stone Cold Steve Austin, thinks that
Triple H is going
to
to
win.
In short, he just said Triple H has a lot left in the tank. Undertaker, not so much.
Yeah.
And then he's interrupted by gong.
Gong. And no, it's not an arsenal of inflatable penis men.
No, that only happened at All
that
In.
was a Joey Ryan.
That was
Undertaker
All In.
entrance. This is the
This
actual.
was the actual Mark Calloway Undertaker.
Yeah.
He walks to the ring, and he says, "You're just saying that, Sean, because
You're sad.
Because I took what was most important to you, your career."
Ooh.
And then HBK says, "I could have had matches. I've been offered matches over the last 10 years, could have made millions of dollars, but I didn't take those matches out of respect to you, Mark."
Yeah, because the crowd was chanting one more
more
match.
match.
He said, every time I come out, I listen to these people. And then he said, Undertaker was like, I put you and Triple H down like a dog, and now I'm going to put him down also like a dog. You're
Well,
not
he
gonna
said- he said
you're
the
not
reason.
gonna win.
He said the reason that you didn't come back wasn't out of respect, but because
Oh
of
yeah,
fear, because
Shawn Michaels, he was about to leave, and he said, he says, "Are you sure it was because of respect? I think it's because you're scared of me now."
yeah, he said because you knew if you had another match, you'd be coming after me, and I'd put you down again.
Yeah, like a dog into the depths of hell.
Powers of darkness.
I've got powers of darkness, Shawn Michaels. Your friend. He's not gonna go. I'm gonna put him down like a dog. Okay, so like the broader thing about this is, Undertaker seemed to be giving some. I'm reading way too deep into
Potentially
this.
teasing that Sean may have another match.
'Cause
Because Sean said he's going to be in Australia.
He said it's Undertaker. You're essentially Undertaker holds Shawn Michaels, and we've heard for a while now that because Shawn Michaels has been helping out the Performance Center, since then he's specifically working with Gargano. It's reignited his love for professional wrestling and the idea that he might be down for a couple more matches.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, the subtext here is Undertaker would maybe have to give permission, and then he can have another match. Well, let's face it, HBK looks like $1 million
Mm-hmm. Oh,
still.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure, he's got that haircut short, but
Whatever.
it might look kind of goofy.
But HBK has said that if he were to do another match, he doubt it would be one-on-one. It would be a tag match, but he said probably himself and Triple H.
Yeah, but come on.
Just to kind of, cover up any ring rust or help cover up ring rust. Imagine Triple H.
Put him in there with somebody who.
Imagine him and Triple H versus Undertaker and somebody at Mania or something like that.
Give me HBK and Triple H versus the Glorious Impact.
There you go. No, not the Glorious Impact, just Glorious Impact.
Can we now change it to the Glorious
No,
Impact?
I don't want an article in front of it.
Well, compromise, right? Was this a collaboration or no?
Not in this sense. That was my idea, and I think it's great. So it's Glorious Impact.
We'll talk about it down the line.
End of story. Next.
Let's send it out to the chats there. 1 for the Glorious Impact, 2 for just Glorious Impact.
Glorious Impact, man. Next, Finn and Baron are backstage. And
Wait, so how did that whole thing? How did that end? The HBK Undertaker. What was the final nail on that one?
Oh, it was just Undertaker saying, "I put you down, and I'll do the same to Triple H."
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
And HBK was just
I don't like you saying
a
that.
little salty in the ring.
I put you down like it. I'm sorry, I could just keep on doing that. I wish we
know.
could talk 30 more minutes about that.
Maybe another time. Maybe in post show.
Who do you want to fight? Triple H, HBK.
Next, Finn and Baron
Fight a
backstage.
dog, and you can put him down like a dog.
Wow. Baron informs Finn that he will not be taking on Baron Corbin in the main event. Instead, Finn be taking on Braun Strowman.
He said, I had too much paperwork to do, so you're going to go do that.
Next, Sasha and Bayley versus Dana Brooke and Ember Moon. Sasha pinned Dana with a roll-up.
What was with Titus World? What was with Titus in this? He seemed like Apollo was like actively rooting for her. Titus just seems to be cool. Like, what was the deal with all that?
She was like yelling at them during the match. She was
Yeah.
like, I know I've got this. Stop bugging me. And then afterwards, Paula was like he was like getting on Titus a little bit. Like Titus seems to like not really give a shit.
Yeah.
Because he realizes that they're just a sinking ship, which you kind of have to respect a little bit.
I guess so,
When
yeah.
you see the writing on the wall, it's okay to be like that.
Anyway, so after the match, after Dana takes the loss, her and Titus seem like they're arguing a little bit. She walks out ahead of Titus and Apollo.
Well, she tells them, she says, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
She says, I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. So she just leaves them.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're the emoji of the guy going like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's falling apart. We'll see if they maybe make amends on social media or if they don't talk for a week and then they get to talk for the first time next week on Raw.
Exactly.
They don't talk during the house show circuit.
No.
None of that.
The whole time they're on the road, they don't cross paths whatsoever. Next, Bobby Lashley is outside of Baron Corbin's office. He's
Bobby
approached
Lashley
by
of the Glorious
Charlie
Impact.
Caruso and says, so you just
At
had a
first
meeting.
I thought it was a page of script that he was holding.
I thought that too. Still could have been. And so Charlie says, you just got to have a meeting with Baron Corbin. How'd it go? And apparently Bobby was given a performance review. Said he had anger issues, and Baron told him he needed to do some meditation with Jinder Mahal.
I'm sorry, man. I think that's good GMing by Baron Corbin. You know, don't be afraid to call people out when their work is suffering. Bobby Lashley's not lived up to his potential, and Baron Corbin's trying to help him come along.
Maybe his anger is the reason why.
It could be. So he's the guy who knows how to calm down with the Shanti stuff is Jinder, of course. And after that, Bobby Lashley, who seemed game, by the way.
Yeah.
Like he sat down with them.
He was saying Shanti.
Yeah. I did like that little interview, though. It was funny because at the end, he like just sort of walks off and he was still talking.
Yeah.
Because apparently I have anger issues. That was good.
That was good. So, as you were saying, Jinder was starting this meditation session. Bobby seemed somewhat into it. He was sitting down. And then he's attacked by Kevin Owens, who apparently didn't quit after all.
Yeah. Again, I just don't think they knew where they were going to go with that.
No.
It'd be great if he sits there and he quits.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea.
It would be great if he, after beating up Bobby, he just gets the mic and says, yeah, I quit.
Yeah, that's the
Just
new
every
gimmick.
week he
Yeah,
just
that's the new
quits.
gimmick. I think it was Ryan Satin
Oh, that compared him to George Costanza? Yeah, I saw that.
who quit his job and then
And the
showed
next
up
day
like
just showed up
WO.
again. Yeah. Didn't you quit? Did I?
Did I?
Anyways, Owens attacks Lashley, hits an apron powerbomb on him. So I guess we're getting this match, which could be good.
No, I love this. I think it's great. Gives Kevin Owens something to do.
And gives Bobby Lashley something to do, too.
Gives Kevin Owens. So, I mean, come on. Is Kevin Owens going to come out of this on top at some point?
I hope so. A brief shot of Finn Balor backstage, putting his jacket on, getting ready for his match, which was next, your main event. Finn and Braun got some good chemistry.
They do. They have excellent chemistry.
They have really good chemistry.
Yeah, they do.
And as many times as they've
It's
teased,
it's an easy. I'll put it this way: for them, for especially Finn, who's been around forever, it's kind of an easy story to tell.
Oh, yeah.
because it's the big dude against the little dude.
Yeah.
You know.
But there's a lot of there's ways to do it that's dull. We've seen it several times.
Sure. Yeah.
And then there's ways like this, or maybe even better, Skrull versus Okada at All In, where you can tell that story really effectively.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And this was another one of the matches between these two guys that was really effective.
I was actually, when Baron said you're fighting Braun, I was like, oh, that's way cooler than Finn versus Baron.
Yes.
So that's good.
Another fun match between the two of them.
Yeah.
And a number of times they've teased the potential of Finn winning. It'd be great if that actually happened at some point.
Doesn't seem likely.
Not in the near future. No.
I've not.
Like maybe a year down the line.
I've not thought about that at all because it's just.
It's more or less outside the realm of possibility at this juncture.
Man, I love Finn so much.
No, he's
so
a man.
Great. I know, what a great story that would be for the Universal title. You know, boy, that'd be so great. But we'll see if it happens.
Probably not. Anyways, Braun picked the win at the Power Slam after another fun match. Dolph and Drew get in the ring, feed Finn to Braun for another Power Slam. And then they set up for a triple power bomb on the ring steps.
All right, so
And then the Shield.
Kayfabe, what the hell's going on here? The paddy wagon comes back.
Yeah.
It backs up. Shield's in there.
Well, it's obviously that they overpowered the police officers and stole the paddy wagon.
Yeah, because wasn't Roman the one driving?
He was driving, yeah. He was the one that backed into the arena.
That doesn't make sense.
That seems like they're going to have quite a list of charges filed against him.
Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, that's stupid. That's so dumb because you're exactly right. We need some amount of reality to seep in here. If they're still in the back of the paddy wagon, maybe you could explain it as if, oh, Dean's got a good lawyer or Seth has a good lawyer.
Yeah.
And he called it in and said, this is BS. Turn that around and take them back so they can finish their job.
Yeah.
Because, there's literally TV evidence as to what happens. It's their jobs.
Yeah.
Right? Roman driving.
So you want a courtroom drama in the middle of an episode of Raw?
An implied one.
All right.
I'm fine with an implied one because it all just happens over phones. But Roman driving just doesn't make a sense. It makes total sense if the cop's driving back. Oh, sorry, fellas. Your lawyer called whoever. I don't know how stuff works. I don't watch Law and Order. But yeah, Roman driving just doesn't make any. The cops wouldn't let him drive that.
No.
Unless they're
huge fans.
Yeah, there's just huge marks. Okay, there's some kayfabe, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess
the cops allowed them to get
the captain would have to be like a big fan and say, "Well, I was watching Raw.
This is total BS that you guys are here.
Yeah,
you guys are free to go."
Can
I get ask for a fist bump?
Yeah,
you guys are free to go. Can I be part of Shield?
Hey, Captain, Big Dog wants to drive a paddy wagon.
Oh, sure thing, anything for Big Dog. It is his yard.
Exactly. So that's cool. We just came up with.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so they enter the arena. They get out of the paddy wagon. They're staying on top of the ramp, and the entire heel locker room comes out,
including Kevin Owens, who, by the way, had a major problem with Braun Strowman only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, another lapse of logic there. And Decimate destroyed the Shield. He had Drew Gulak and Authors of Pain laying waste to Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. Somebody threw Seth Rollins into the van, and Seth looks like he cut his arm open.
Oh, yeah.
Like part of his arm went through the windshield.
So Jason Lewis here in chat says, anybody else hear the sirens and think Scott Steiner? Yeah, here's the thing. I didn't think that he was going to come out because that would have been silly. But whenever I hear sirens, even if I'm on the street, I totally just think Scott Steiner.
Yeah. So, and that's how the episode ended. Heels standing tall.
I'm looking at the Discord right here. These guys are silly. Somebody did a 2.5 Men meme making out of the AOP and
Drake Maverick.
That's good stuff.
Telling you to put Drew Gulak with AOP.
Like, I thought it was silly when Roderick Strong came out in AOP gear for War Games.
Yeah.
This is infinitely sillier. This is so much sillier.
Yeah.
Anyways, why don't you read some super
chats?
chats?
Let's do that.
I'll
First,
do some
from
stuff.
Chilluminati Baby says, Botch mode! I am Patty Jack. Steve, is a question for you.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella or Adam Mayhem?
Is there any context to that question?
No, I think just in terms of wrestling, who do you prefer?
Oh, what are you kidding me? Nikki Bella. She's $1 million. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't want that H title around her waist? You can look. And everybody pops for that. Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that.
I'm an Adam Mayhem guy.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You know what I am? I'm a dollars and cents guy. That's what I am. She shows up at the Going In Raw table at StarCast. That's all shirts sold out. Adam Mayhem shows up. People are turned away in droves. Those are shirts we could have sold and we didn't. And he takes up table space. Boo earns. Next super chat.
Mr. Hell King, it ain't a Going In Raw if it ain't botched.
These are the super chats that came in because I jacked up the stream. Should I do that more often?
Sure, just purposely do that. Tim Spulak. We bet him.
Tim, go away, Tim. Get out of here, man.
It was great talking to him. He said, Steve, can I get you anything? Hi, Larson.
No, man. You just go. God, it's so exhausting, some people. I love Tim. He was great.
He was great. Adam Mayhem, I'm awesome. I agree, champ.
Well, who just gives us $2 to say I'm awesome?
A very generous individual.
Next.
Joshua, the Dynamic Knight Martinez. First, Roderick.
I like him.
Yeah, he's great. First, Roderick, then Drake. Is Marco Stunt next?
Yes! Oh, biggest discovery for me of StarCast. I'd never heard of that dude before then. Marco Stunt. Check him out.
Yeah.
Great.
Guillaume Halili skipped Raw last night, rewatched All In. It's probably the right call to make.
You know what, man? That's not a bad call. To each their own.
Yes. Richard Ely, sad I didn't make StarCast. Have 3 kidney stones. Ow.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Mav IMG. Did Ryan Johnson direct this episode of Raw? Lol.
What is the insinuation there?
I don't get it.
I like Ryan Johnson.
I do
think
too.
He's fantastic.
I do too.
I tried to watch The Last Jedi again on the plane last night and it wouldn't let me.
Oh.
Yeah. Yesterday morning.
Go ahead.
I should have said.
Let's do some questions too.
Okay, well, this is a good question. I asked you this before. We didn't discuss names. Cameron Bordalazzo. If Drew, Dolph, and Braun become a faction, what should their name be?
Is there any good puns with "get these hands"?
I was trying to think of that.
Get these bands. Doesn't really make any sense. So like a band of men, like their group of men, their band.
And Drew was in a band before.
Yeah.
Dolph looks like a glam rocker guy.
Yeah. Get these bands. No, it's not good. I know.
Yeah. A for effort, mind you, because I haven't come up with anything. I don't know. Somebody in Discord give me a good freaking name.
They'll probably come up with an awful name.
Wow.
No, not Discord. I'm talking about WWE.
Oh,
Discord will probably come
yeah.
up with a terrible name. I'm not. WWE will come up with a terrible name.
How about this? Oh, how about this?
What?
Yes, I got it.
Is it as good as Glorious Impact?
No.
Carry on.
Okay. So you know how they did that you know how they did the submission sorority?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What if they call them the Bang Bros? Nobody Googles in advance.
Oh, I know.
They drive around in a van.
In a bus.
In a bus, yeah.
Levi Spencer, Misty guys this week. Will you guys?
Wait, is the Bang Bus or Bang Bros? I thought it was a Bang Bus. Oh, is it Bang Bus?
There might be two
I'm
different
not going
ones.
to look it up.
I'm not either.
I'm
There
not
might have been two
gonna
different
look it
things.
up.
I don't remember. Levi Spencer, Misty guys this week. Will you guys be doing a series with WWE 2K19 and will it involve community creations from patrons? We haven't really talked about it yet.
I'm sure we will.
But I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we will. We are. We'll talk about that today. What are we doing after the show today?
Nothing
After
planned.
the show. Well, we'll talk. I got a couple ideas for stuff that we need to talk about.
Yeah, we can go get some coffee or something. Quiet Wyatt, Rude and Gable called Power and Glorious.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I like that.
W.S. Fletcher, honest question, gentlemen. Is it disappointing I really didn't care about All In? I think I'm becoming unenthusiastic with wrestling in general. It's become a chore to watch even NXT.
Wow.
I've given up on 205
Somebody's
Live.
having a crisis of confidence in wrestling. W.S. Fletcher. Look, man, you don't need our permission, obviously, but take some time off from it if you want to take some
There
time
is
off.
a lot of wrestling to even just attempt to soak
Yeah.
in just from WWE.
Yeah.
And it can be over. I understand if it was a point
If you
where
don't
it's
care
just
about All
too
In,
much.
Here's the thing, and I know he would never do that because he's fantastic.
Yes.
I love W.S. Fletcher. But like, if I tweet out something like, "Hey everybody, here's the All In review," and then he tweet back, "Oh, I don't have to." Like a couple people do this. I'm not gonna watch this because it's a glorified indie show. Why are you taking the time to tweet that at me? I don't care that you're not gonna watch it. Don't watch it. Tell me that you're not gonna watch it. I don't get that. I don't get that negativity. I really don't.
I don't get it either.
It boggles my mind. You'll probably be muted if you do that. Anyways, move on.
Jason Jimerson listening to Going in Raw while in the shower.
Cool. Right on. I hope not still.
It'd be a long shower.
Long shower. Wasteful water. But to each their own. Again, it's your water.
Go ahead.
Cole Cabana finds it expensive and kind of fucked up. Is it just me, or do Dean and Seth always come out and help Roman, but Roman never comes out to help Dean or Seth?
Yeah, they needed.
So that's been kind of the pattern. However, when Seth needed a partner, Roman was trying to stand up.
True.
Stand tall
By
with
his
him.
side, yes.
By his side, yeah.
But I think if they really want to book Shield as a cohesive unit, then there's got to be much more give and take rather
Sure,
than just
man, absolutely.
Dean and Seth coming to Roman's rescue.
Yeah.
Mike Roberts just donates $2. Thank you.
Thank you.
TJ Fuse, I'm high, friendos.
But he spells it
Hi.
H-I.
Adam Mayhem, a weekend like All In is what you need to get pumped up to work extra hard.
Reality Kings.
To work extra hard on your craft. Friendos are cool. Most of them, says Adam Mayhem.
Oh, yeah, man. He was getting a lot of flack this weekend. WWE will call them pro wrestling gorillas. The pro wrestling gorillas. That's good.
Oh,
Who
my
said
goodness.
that? XMK. Oh, MK Ultra said that. That's good.
That's funny.
Braun Hub. The Brazzers. Oh, man.
Goodness. TJ Fuse again. Rude gets annoyed and turns heel on Gable. I would be totally cool with that.
It happens like next week, too.
I know.
Then it's done.
Super Byrio. Just quit my job, and in my 2 weeks' notice, I ended the letter with best of luck in your future endeavors. Too sweet, hearty handshake.
Wait, just quit my job. Oh,
2 week notice.
I love it. That's great. Oh, that's so satisfying. Awesome.
Mike Roberts, hey guys, been watching for years. Been on hard times lately. The only constant in my life is you guys. Sad, centering my chi. Thanks, guys.
Oh, well, hopefully we can be of some help
Yeah,
to you,
best
Mike
of luck.
Roberts.
Hopefully, Hope you work through it.
Oh, this is a good question. Shogun Zodiac. It actually has to do with All In. At All In, we saw some tributes to iconic matches of
Yes.
years past.
Yes.
WrestleMania 3
3
and
5, and then there was one other one
in the Jay Lethal match, and then Cody Rhodes. Obviously, that was a big callback to early NWA, or not early NWA, but late 70s, early 80s NWA. What are some other iconic moments you'd like reenacted, and who would you want to be featured in said moment? That's a good question. You know, it'd be fun. So, like on the post show, yay or nay, available to patrons. Sometime I already have the lineup for this week of videos. Today, I think we're gonna watch another Big Blue match.
Oh,
with that starts out with dog ref.
Oh,
So like a lot of those old Luthez matches, where like it's just a lot of mat-based stuff and submissions and stuff like that. But then I wouldn't mind people just go back to. I mean, we see that with like Zack Sabre Jr., Daniel Bryan does that kind of stuff. But like something that's more of a throwback to even further back then.
this is what I got.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, if at all, if the Young Bucks and Cody and Kenny all go to WWE, imagine if they did or involved in some sort of match. I don't know the particulars that references end of an era.
Oh, that'd be cool.
A Hell in a Cell match
That'd be interesting.
between Triple H and Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as the guest ref.
I thought you were going to say, what if they did something that referenced that RoboCop thing?
That'd be great too.
Yeah, because Sting was Sting inside a bar,
A cage.
A cage.
And RoboCop ripped the door off.
To do that, Kenny is a big Terminator fan, and
That's
Terminator
true.
is essentially like RoboCop.
Just
They're
not as
basically
the
the
good.
same. Well, I was talking about the being, like the.
No, I know. I understand.
Oh, so you're saying Terminator is just not just in general as good as RoboCop?
No, give me RoboCop every time. I wasn't talking about
even like original
I
Terminator.
wasn't talking about the quality of the movie. I was
Yeah,
talking
sure.
about the character. No, RoboCop's a much more interesting character.
Real? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark what he went through. Man, that RoboCop 2, I can't get that scene out of my head now.
It's messed up. It's a messed up movie.
It is a really messed up movie.
And the third one's just awful.
Just bad, but not messed up, right?
Yeah, he's got a jetpack in the third one.
But that's not. I mean, that sounds cool though.
No, it's pretty cartoonish.
It's
Just trust me.
Bad.
Ejeko, push Luchando. Yeah.
I don't even know where that guy is. I think he's on excursion again.
Could be.
That dude's on. He's been on excursion for 20 years. He's on perma excursion.
Mm-hmm. He wants to learn his craft, man. All over the world.
Tommy T. He wants to learn his craft. Hey, friendos, has something ever ruined a whole show for you? If so, what? For example, last week when Roman called himself a workhorse, when literally both of his partners, especially Dean, are considered, I think he probably means especially Seth, are considered the workhorses of WWE. I wouldn't, that was just silly to me. It was funny to me. It didn't ruin the whole show for me.
No.
Has anything ruined
Flashing the lights in your face ruined WrestleMania for you, among other things.
the entirety of, like, yeah, that's true.
I don't know if one booking decision has ever ruined an entire show, but that's the question.
You know what? Well, it didn't ruin the whole show because it was the main event, but the crowd relentlessly crapping all over the Universal title really stained SummerSlam 2 years ago. I mean, but we had already had Cena AJ, which was a fantastic match, and a lot of good stuff happened there. But like, that was a spectacular match, and it ended with Finn winning, and that would have been just a great thing. But like, that crowd just
wouldn't get off.
stop, and it's
Getting
like,
off.
dude, just shut up about it.
I know,
please.
just get over that.
Like, I know it's an ugly belt, but give me a break.
Yep. DC 5-speed, that rolling German suplex is called a chaos theory. Douglas Williams from TNA used to do it. Good to know.
The Nightcrawler said with Post Wrestling being ranked #1 wrestling podcast by what culture, my question is, who would be Going in Raw's #1 wrestling podcast? I mean, I would just put us over. I would just,
All right.
like, we're in top.
All right.
We're #1.
It's fine, I guess.
What would you put at #1? RFK tapes?
Well, it's not a wrestling podcast.
Anything could be a wrestling podcast.
All right, fine.
We'll give me a different one. Talk is Jericho.
That is a wrestling
baby.
podcast.
Yeah, it is. 538 Politics.
There you go.
Top wrestling podcast.
Trey Saunders, he says, go blue, Buckeyes are garbage.
Wow.
Zach Stolpa, who would win, Undertaker Druid or Inflatable Penis?
Well, Inflatable Penis had They didn't have anything. They had like a perfect face cutout, and the
Yeah.
Druids have something that you can do that.
So
I'm kind of guessing
you're leaning towards
inflatable
edge
cock
to
and
penis.
balls.
All right,
Yeah,
I agree.
that would win.
Fiend Kicks, HBK versus Adam Cole. Book it. I mean, I think that'd be great.
Well, yeah, but obviously Adam Cole wins.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. With which last shot?
Both. It's going to take
combo?
both. It's going to take the combo to beat HBK.
He says, and at the end he says, HBK,
I'm the heartbreak kid now,
I love you. I'm sorry.
and that's undisputed.
Undisputed.
Fear and Loathing NYC, all the paperwork Corbin is doing does not reflect well on Angle. I bet half of that paperwork is stuff Angle ignored.
You're right. I think you're right about that.
Also, he says the glorious impact.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I didn't even look at the chat when I said
Yeah, I didn't
everybody
look
put
at
that
it
in
either.
there.
Fear and Loathing NYC again. How did the Shield see a judge so quickly at night on a national holiday? No, that was all lawyers calling people, or as you said.
Hey, if you have a good lawyer, they can get stuff done.
Oh yeah,
they can really get stuff done.
There's at least a judge in session. Night court's 24/7, I think.
Gavin Amabile, Steve, pick Larson a WWE girlfriend and a reason why. Larson pick Steve a WWE girlfriend and a reason why.
Becky Lynch.
Ooh, why?
Because you appreciate a good pun.
I love her Instagram. Well, her face Instagram feed. I don't think she does it anymore. I haven't noticed it.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Thank you. For you, I'm going to go with. Hold on, let me think about this. I'm going to go with Charlotte
All right.
because I saw how flustered you got with her, and I think it'd be funny for you to be with somebody who you get so flustered with. She'd be like, "Hey, so what do you want to do for dinner tonight?" And you'd be like, I don't. And you're like, "Steve, do you know what I should get for dinner?" And then I come in, I'd be flustered too.
Yeah.
Because she freaked me out. I was like, I don't. I gotta go now. And you'd be like, "Did you just pee yourself?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you good? No.
No. Draw 4.
Draw 4.
Should give Owens the Intercontinental title, Seth and Dean for tag team titles. So draw 4 says.
I'd be down for that.
Jonathan, I'm also awesome, but I'm not H champion. There can only be one H champion.
Yeah, but those are exclusive things. Like,
Yes.
you can. Like right now, Hate's champion's not awesome, but Jonah apparently is awesome. You don't have to be one to be the other.
Yes. Fiend Kicks, 3-man hand job for Braun's team. I'm guessing because they're totally jobbing to the Shield.
Because of the porn thing, yeah. Vince McMahon's least favorite scarf. Y'all made a list of your top 10 favorite wrestlers, but can you power rank your top 5 least favorite wrestlers? I don't know, man. I'm not sure I want to get into that just because it seems like I don't know. Maybe like kayfabe. Is there like a way we can approach it kayfabe? Okay, I'll say this. Look, the dude is super successful. There is no situation in which I'd ever want to see a Great Khali match. It looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
Sure, he's a great guy. He's had much success in India, but oh man.
Yeah, it looks like it hurts.
Watching him go out there, that just seems like a bummer. I'm trying to think of other, right? Because yes, it's power rank couple.
Yeah. I'm trying to think here.
So he's sort of kind of a joke here, but like Lex Luger, one of the reasons why he's a joke is I never understood why anybody would be a fan of Lex Luger.
Jeff Jarrett.
I just don't get it. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett. I never understood.
Why anybody thought he could be a top guy.
He could be like a super cool guy. I don't know. I've never met him before.
Yeah.
As a wrestling fan watching the product, never, ever. Although, I'll say this. He fit in perfectly at Triple Mania.
Yeah, he did.
As the old heel manipulative guy who had the championship, and then he jobbed to Ray Phoenix.
I mean, like if Jeff Jarrett, his career was, on WCW and WWE, like solid mid-card champion.
Yeah, right.
Totally fine.
Yeah. But it was just all the stuff with him and Russo and at the top of it was like, why do I keep on getting you when like WCW had guys like, and I know Booker T was world champion, but it's like, why would I have ever wanted a Jeff Jarrett world champion when there was any number of guys who could have had that
Booker
title?
T, Scott Steiner, Goldberg.
Yeah.
All those guys. Blade Sinclair's Survivor Series 5-on-5 with Shield. That's 3. Finn and Lashley. versus Team Braun, Owens, and Corbin, he says. Who else is eligible to team with them? Also, Michael Cole referred to Team Braun as the Pack at one point.
Ooh, okay. I kind of like that.
No, I think the 5-on-5 he has is pretty solid.
Yeah.
And if not Corbin, maybe Jinder.
They should call them the Wolf Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the Shields are the Hounds of Justice, but then they're the Wolf Pack.
Yeah. That's good. Pretty sure. Well, WWE probably already owns the
they already do. Yeah.
copyright for that, so they can
Regardless of what Hulk
certainly
Hogan
could
may
do
think.
it. Your boy Will, thanks for giving me something to listen to on the 11-hour drive back to Georgia. If you guys are ever in the ATL area, come visit Anarchy Wrestling.
Ooh, that sounds
Will
like
do.
a cool promotion.
Will do.
Anarchy Wrestling here in Georgia.
Fear and Loathing NYC, the greatest kayfabe thing ever. No one talks about it anymore. It's rumored to be banned in several states for fear it could kill you. The Heart Punch.
Well, yeah, dude. Nobody wants to get punched in the heart.
No.
Eesh, that's rough.
No. Jeffrey Nguyen referenced the finger poke of doom.
What do you mean by reference the finger poke?
Like, just do it. For the thing we want to see referenced, like, at all in the matches.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be good, too. Is it time for play-per-view?
Sure.
Larson, what is play-per-view?
It's where we quiz each other on results of old pay-per-views or old wrestling shows.
Oh, Jimmy Thomas here in Discord also said Disco Inferno was the worst. Like in terms of like wrestlers that you just don't want. Oh wow, look at that GIF they made.
Oh,
in
that's
Discord.
great. Okada's the best.
He really is the best.
What should we do?
Oh, look at Okada eating these. Is that corn? What is that? Corn on the cob? No.
Oh, Josh Little saw the Funko Pops gave you on the All In results. Yeah, we have them over here on the office too.
Oh yeah, I need to put them over here.
Yes. Thank you very much for those, Josh.
Absolutely.
What do you want to do? You want to do some New Japan?
Let's do
some Pro Wrestling Noah because it was Hideo Itami went back I think this weekend to take on
this
Marufuji.
is this is an indictment on us. I don't want to sit here trying to pronounce names that I don't know.
Right.
It's good. It's always good when we kind of know the people.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
What about okay? What show did Shane Douglas throw that NWA title down?
It was like 1994.
Well, that was an Eastern Championship wrestling thing, right?
They had that tournament to
NWA. I don't know. I want an NWA show. Given that All In was kind of an NWA show.
kind of.
I'm just gonna do this NWA show in Detroit. Okay, well that's a different show.
Let me see if I can find the first. Oh, let's just start here.
First National Wrestling Alliance show. Let's see here. Oh man, they're 70 years old. Jeez. Oh yeah, all those people have the 70 shirt on. That makes sense. I don't know. Did I just make this way too difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably did. Okay, what was your original idea? New Japan, something New Japan?
Yeah.
All right,
You want to do
New Japan.
King of Pro Wrestling?
Okay, perfect.
That's
Well
coming
done.
up soon.
King of Pro Wrestling 2010. It's kind of like King of Pro Wrestling 2010. Was that a thing?
No, the first one was 2012.
Okay, well, I'll do the first one then.
I'll do 2014.
Okay, perfect. All right,
How many matches do you have?
let's find out.
I have 10.
I have 9.
All right,
so
I'll ditch the
remove your
first one.
first one. So here we go. I'll start. 6-man tag team match. Team Chaos, which is Iizuka, Ishii, and Yano versus, and this is maybe one of my favorite names ever, the Muscle Orchestra, who's Nakanishi and Strongman and Yuji Nagata.
I'll go with Muscle Orchestra.
Wrong. Chaos won. Never bet against Team Chaos.
In a match for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship, you had the challenger Bushi taking on the champion Chase Owens.
Bushi.
No.
Really? Chase Owens was a champion at some
Yeah,
point?
Chase Owens retained.
Good for... he was the... wow.
Yeah.
Tag team match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. The champions
Forever Hooligans, the
Yeah.
team of Rocky Romero and Alex Kozlov,
Yeah.
versus the Challengers, the Time Splitters, of course, Kushida and Alex Shelley.
I'll go with Time Splitters.
Wrong.
Darn it.
Forever Hooligans retained.
Tag team match for the NWA World Tag Team Championships. You had the champions, Tenkozy, Tenzan, and Kojima, taking on Killer Elite Squad.
For the NWA titles?
Yeah.
That's cool. 2014, I'll say Tenzin and Kojima retained.
Nope. Oh,
No.
no.
No?
KES won.
Wow. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Kota Ibushi, versus the challenger,
Low Key. Kota Ibushi.
very good. You're on the board.
Tag team match, Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki and Iizuka, taking on Yano and Sakuraba.
I'll say Suzuki-gun.
No.
Okay. Tag team match for the IWGP Tag Team Championship. Killer Elite Squad versus, that's funny, Tenkozy, Tenzin and Kojima.
Wow. I'll go with Tenkozy.
No.
Damn. Three-way tag match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. You had the challengers, Forever Hooligans, and the Young Bucks versus the champions, Time Splitters.
Time Splitters.
Yep.
Okay. I'm on the board.
On the board.
About time. Singles match, Yujiro Takahashi versus Tetsuya Naito.
I'll go with Naito.
No.
Oh, wow. Singles match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Taguchi, taking on the challenger, El Desperado.
I'll say Taguchi.
Yeah.
Tag team match, Laughter 7, which was Shibata and Kazushi Sakuraba, versus the Always Hypers, which was Togi Makabe and Wataru Inoue.
I'll go with Shibata's team.
Yes.
Next, match for the Never Openweight Championship. The challenger, Takahashi, Yujiro Takahashi, versus Tomohiro Ishii.
I'll say Ishii won. Okay. Singles match for the Tokyo Dome IWGP Heavyweight Championship Challenge Rights Certificate.
Yes.
The Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yes.
Kazuchika Okada versus Carl Anderson.
No, Okada.
Yes.
Next, tag match, Goto and Shibata versus Nakamura and Yoshihashi.
I'm sorry, tag match Goto and who?
Shibata.
Shibata versus who?
Nakamura and Yoshihashi.
Say Nakamura's team.
Nope.
Okay. IWGP Intercontinental Championship match. The champion, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Hiroki Goto.
Nakamura.
Very good.
Match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Challenger, Tetsuya Naito versus the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada.
Wait, who had it?
Okada.
He kept it.
Yeah.
Okay. Singles match for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Minoru Suzuki.
Oh, Tanahashi.
Yes.
Main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. The champion, AJ Styles versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I'll say Styles kept it.
Nope.
No, wow, okay.
Tanahashi.
All right, you win. Well done.
Oh, Adam Mayhem says, get aboard my plane to China now. See y'all in like a million hours. Hashtag time travel.
All right, be careful out
Be
there.
careful, Adam Mayhem. Have a
Go-
great time.
Don't go where we can't find you, man.
Have a great time.
Yeah, have a good time. Be safe.
Yes.
If you're going to drop that title, make sure whoever's picking it up can make us some money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyways. That's it for show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hilton, maybe get
Roll
some
that music.
Can you get some music, Hilton? There we go. There's some good music.
Patrons, stay tuned. We got a post show coming up.
Yep, it's coming up. Big Blue match today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.